Hey, what's up everybody? Tony with Lido, Loca. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Well, I am here on a rainy day, on a cold day, on a gray and melancholy day, and I want to share with you 10 things I don't like about cruising. Now look, if you have any sense at all, no offense, if you have any sense at all, you know that everything in life isn't perfect. I know you're looking at me, you're like, look at this good looking dude. He seems smart, he's got his stuff together, but look, I got a weight problem. I know, you can't be 100% in everything, but at least I'm humble, right? A little humility, a little humble pie. Such is the way of cruise lines. There's a lot of good things, they got a lot of good things going on for them, but there's some things, at least I don't like. I don't hate them, but I don't like them. 10 things I don't like about cruising. On today's episode of 10 Things I Don't Like About Cruising. Let me roll the intro. Okay, thanks for sticking through the intro. Oddly enough, you can tell on the analytics, some people don't stick through the intro. Some people can't handle the sweet, sexy sounds of the trumpets and the Latin flair of the intro. They just click right out. So if you didn't do that, bonus stars all around. I'm putting stars on your paper right now. And look, if you like the cruising content, I'm out here trying to bang it out daily. I'm trying to give you some perspective on cruising. Consider me your guide when it comes to that cruise life. I'm just doing my best to tell you about cruising, and hopefully, okay, you just want the content, right? I digress. All right. If you like the cruising content, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. On the notification bell, I don't talk about this much. You can choose whether to always be notified, sometimes to be notified. I'm saying go ahead, make that commitment. If you're going to click the notification bell, odd fact, out of all the subscribers that we have, only 26% of people have hit that notification bell. I don't know if that number is good or bad, but get my average up. I would be failing if I was in school. I know, the content. 10 things I dislike about cruising. Number 1. Dramatic pause. Number 1, I don't like lines and crowds. I know that's part of it. I can hear you out there already going, why you complain? It's part of it, but do I have to like it? I don't like it. Some cruise lines do it better than others. Some cruise lines, they can manage their crowd, and some cruise lines just pile everybody in together and say, look, good luck. It's dog eat dog out there. Get your, look, I don't like lines, I don't like line cutters, and I don't like crowds. Most of the time on the cruise ship, I don't have to deal with it, but there are sometimes embarkation day popular spots where you got to deal with the line. And look, if you're somebody out there that thinks they're line savvy, that's got these line cutting techniques, you're not that slick. People know when you're cutting line. People are just courteous. Some people are going to call you out, but the majority of the people are just going to let you cut your line and hope that karma comes up and bites you right in the butt. So I just wanted to put it out there that, look, I've been cut many times in line by the sneaky line cutter that thinks they got over on me. You didn't get over on me. I'm just a nice guy, you know? I don't like lines. I don't like crowds. But I love cruising. All right. That's that. Number 2, I'm going to put this on the list at number 2 just so the haters can get there. I don't want the haters to have to stay long. I should make you wait till the end of the video. People that hit dislike on my videos just because I posted on Facebook to the group, I know you're out there. Again, this is the day of truth. I know that when I post a video in my own Facebook group that there's some jerks out there that just go ahead and dislike it because they are trolls and they like to hang out in my Facebook group. They like to steal my ideas and then they like to put hate on me. Have I said too much? You know who you are. Number 2 on my list, I hate food waste. That's right, the fat guy hates food waste. You see it all over the cruise ship. Here's a little bit of buffet etiquette. If you don't know if you like the food, don't fill your plate up with it. Shocking. If you're looking at that weird thing that you've never eaten before, don't get a whole plate of it, because as soon as you put it in your mouth and you don't like the first bite and you throw away a whole plate of food, you're being ridiculous. You're being wasteful. You're being every stereotype that everybody's laying on cruisers. Cruisers are wasteful. Cruisers are fat. Don't waste the food. Don't order 20 things from room service that you don't plan to eat. And then put it in the hallway or leave it on your table for somebody to pick up and throw away. Like, I know it's a cliche, but there are people starving in the world. And just because you got a little bit of coin and you live in a society where food is abundant, you don't have to throw it in the face of people who don't have enough food. Take what you're going to eat. I understand, look, there's nuance to that, right? Oh, I tried something, I didn't like it, so I picked something else. That's fine. I'm just saying, when you have the ability to control whether or not you waste the food, don't waste the food. Food waste on a cruise line, I don't like it. Are you still with me? Number 3, I don't like the muster drill process on most cruise lines. This is why I don't like it. The muster drill is essential. Personal safety is essential. Knowing what to do in the event of an emergency is essential. But it's treated like a joke not only by the passengers, but it's also treated like a joke by a lot of the cruise lines. It's one of those things that they have to do. And because they have to do it, it just becomes one of those things that it doesn't seem like they care that much about. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to put on the life vest. I'm not going to make you put on the life vest, but I'm going to show you. And then, really what they're there to do is just to swipe everybody's card in case the ship sinks and somebody sues them. They can say, look, everybody went through the safety drill. That's the way I feel about it. I don't know what the fix is, but there's got to be a better way other than herding people like cattle to a place to give some ho-hum presentation that the people giving it don't care about and the people that are receiving it don't care about. I believe in safety on a cruise ship, but it seems like I could go check in, that I could actually take a little quiz to say I know what the heck's going on. I could learn about it before I even got on the cruise ship, and then the process could be better, and more so than better, I just wish it was a process that seemed like people are actually getting something out of it. It's your safety, for goodness sakes. It's the safety of your passengers. Step up that muster drill. Make it easier to do, but make it meaningful. I don't like it. Just so you know, I think it could be done better. Look, I'm not the boss, and I'm just some dude that talks about cruising, so I don't know that I can fix it, but care about it. That's what I say. Care about it. Number 4, I don't dig the upselling on cruise ships. Look, there's some stressful times when you're going on a cruise, and embarkation day is one of the most stressful. You're trying to carry your carry-ons on. You may have given your luggage to somebody. You're wondering whether it's going to show up. You don't know what time that you can get into your room. How can you get on an elevator? Where can you get to the food? It's stressful. The moment you cross the gangway and into the cruise ship, there's some dude going, hey, would you like to buy drinks? Did you get your Wi-Fi? Did you get your specialty dining? Can I get a picture of you? Would you like a shot? Holy moly, I'm just getting on the cruise ship. Could you give me a second to breathe? But it's a sales technique. The disoriented are more likely to spend their money without thinking about it than people that are calm. It's all psychology, people. Just to let you know, this is what people do to get the sale. They take people that are disheveled, disoriented, and they make sure that they convert. You got to always be closing. That's what they said in Glengarry Glen Ross. Great play, great movie. You got to always be closing. And the person you want to close on is the person that doesn't know what they're doing. It's easier to get the money from the person that doesn't know what they're doing than the person that has a clear head. But look, I get it. You got to sell drink packages. People need Wi-Fi, and you'd rather get it out of the way. I get it. However, it's all throughout the cruise. Let's go over here. Was that an in-camera transition? I've been watching all these. I don't think so. I think I was supposed to do some sort of other editing here. But look, it doesn't stop at embarkation day. You're eating your dinner. You're right in the middle of your meal. And there's some dude like, do you want a shot? No, I just want to eat this meal. I'm at the buffet. Hey, did you get your specialty dining package? No, I'm just eating this buffet meal right now. Why on there, there's purses for sale. I get it. But man, I just wanted to come on vacation. I didn't want to be on a live action version of QVC, right? 5 minutes left, get the $5 sale. 5 minutes left, you got to get a shot. Do you want a picture? I understand why people upsell. I understand why people do it, when they do it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Number 5, the size of the cruise cabin. Okay, naysayers. Hey man, who's going to spend time in their cruise cabin anyways? I mean, I just use it to sleep and to go take a shower and to put on my clothes. Yeah, well, who wants to do that in the closet? Do you go to sleep every night in the closet of your bedroom? Do you go to the bathroom in the freaking laundry room? No, you don't. I understand why cruise cabins are small, because you want to get more people. You want more cabins on the cruise ship. This is how the cruise lines make money. But just because you want to get more cabins on something doesn't mean it's right. Could we have a room there that you can have a queen size bed and more than a foot on each side of it? I mean, some of these rooms are tiny, like they're like prison cells. I mean, that seems a little extreme. I don't mean it like that. I know you can get out, but man, when you got to turn sideways to walk everywhere in a cruise cabin, and even that's for people that aren't my size, it's crazy. Can you give us a little more square footage for our dollar on the cruise ship? We're going to spend the money, I tell you. But look, I don't want to feel like I'm sleeping in a coffin, and sometimes it feels like that. It's tight. I don't like the cabins. Look, okay, you could get a mini suite. The mini suite's not bigger than most hotel rooms, and it's 5 times as expensive sometimes. I should be able to get a decent sized room for the money that I'm paying. It's crazy. Man, did I mention that it's raining? I don't know what the temperature... Hold on. Let's take a little break from this insanity. Let's look at the old weather. Charlotte, North Carolina, 47 degrees right now. I don't like it. I tell you that much. I don't like that. All right, back to the cruise commentary. That's what you came for. It doesn't get any better, folks. I just want to tell you, the topics don't get my... You know what I don't like on the cruise ship? I don't like the gratuity system, and let's tag on, I don't like the labor practices. I guess I have to talk about that. First of all, let me let you in on a secret. The people that work on a cruise ship, they work hard. Yes, they work hard. Does that negate the ability to talk about the compensation and gratuity system? Because every time I talk about the gratuity system, people are like, we give our life savings because these people work hard so that we can have a wonderful vacation. I get it. I want people to get paid. Again, I've said it time and time again. Who should care more about the employee of the cruise line? The consumer or the employer? It's simple math to me. The employer should care about the employee. I care about the employee also. And the tipping system is whack. It is whack. It is so fractured and divisive. The cruise line says, look, if you prepay your gratuities, we'll get the money to the people who need to get the money. And there's a whole group of people out there that say that's a lie. I'm not paying the prepaid gratuity. I'm not paying the assigned gratuities. I'm just going to tip out of my pocket. And you don't know if you're tipping everybody that gets tipped on that prepaid gratuity because you don't have access to what's going on behind the scenes. So you're making the assumption that by taking off the assigned gratuity and paying out of your pocket, that you're tipping everybody that you're supposed to tip. You just don't know, okay? I hate to break it down. You can stand on a soapbox and say, I'm only going to tip the people that I see, and I'm right for that. That's fine. But I'm just saying, people that are paying assigned gratuity may be paying people that you're not. I don't know who's right. That's why the system's whack. I don't like the gratuity system on cruise lines. I just don't like it. All right, I think I'm on number 8. Am I on number 8? No, I'm on number 7. These numberings may be wrong. Number 7, let's just call it number 7. The nickel and diming. This is pretty well covered. The cruise lines do a good job of keeping their base fare consistent, competitive. That is often the number that people use to determine which cruise line they're going to take. Who can get me on the cruise ship the cheapest? And so therefore the cruise line recognizes that, and they do everything they can to keep that price as low as possible. Now they still have to make money, and so the way that they do that is they charge you for everything else. They charge you individually for drinks. They charge you for going to the movies. Anything that's on a cruise ship, for the most part, they charge you for, and they're looking to charge you for room service. They're looking to charge you for food delivery. Anything, photographs, Wi-Fi, excursions. That price that you pay in the beginning, it gets you your room and board, and it gets you some included food, and that's about it. And so everything else is a nickel and dime, and on all of those individual items, every year they usually raise the prices. There's plenty of examples. You can argue with me if you want. I don't have time to list the examples, but just here in 2020, we've seen Celebrity increase their daily gratuity. We've seen NCL jack up the price on their room service. Carnival has upped their price on some of its drink packages on short sailings. These are the levers that the big machine pulls to make a little more money when they don't want to raise the base price. Nickel and diming, I don't like it. I kind of just wish I could pay one price and go. And I know there's options out there for that, but I wish the major, big, popular ones where everybody's going to, I wish that some of those were a little more all-inclusive. Or you got more. I don't know. I kind of like a la carte too, because I don't want to pay for something. I'm conflicted, but I'm just saying I don't like the nickel and diming. Increase the base price. Don't try to trick me on the back end by charging more for room service, I guess. Number 8, I'm trying to make this under 20 minutes. I hope we get there. Number 8. Have you stayed this long? If you stayed this long, leave some sort of comment and say I made it past 15 minutes. And if you say that I've made it past 15 minutes, I will respond to your comment. Ask me a question, say I respond. Okay. Is that a fair trade? Is that a carrot? I don't know. Number 8. I forgot what it was in that moment of promising that I would answer comments. Oh, yeah, easy. All right, number 8. Drink prices. Drink prices. When you go on a cruise ship, if you want to buy a soda pop, it's like $3 for a 12-ounce can. If you want to buy a beer, it's like $6 or $7 plus tip. Everything that deals with drinking something that's not part of the included drinks is overpriced, in my opinion. And the reason I say it's overpriced, so like you go to the movies, you pay up for your drinks. You go to a sporting event, you pay up for your drinks, but you're only there for a few hours. The cruise ship has you for like 7 days. Like, I understand that they got to make a little more money. This is one of their profit centers. But if I'm going to be somewhere for 7 days, do you have to gouge me on every can of soda? Do you have to gouge me for every beer? I mean, the $7 beer, I mean, the beer's $1 or less. I understand that you got to make profit, but why is every drink so expensive? And then I got to pay gratuity on top of that, which is great. People are working hard for their money. But man, the drink price... I think it's outrageous, and I think it's because the cruise line knows that people are going to pay for alcohol, people are going to pay for sodas, and if you don't get that drink package and just hit it as hard as you can to get your money's worth, if you're just one drink, two drink, buy it a la carte, you're going to pay up, and I think it's wrong. I think people would spend more if you charge a little less for the beer. Just my thought. Don't like it. All right, so I saved the last two as potentially ones that are going to offend people because I'm going to talk about things that are probably societal issues. First of all, one of the things I don't like when it comes to cruising is the snobbery. I'll say it. I've encountered, mostly virtually, mostly online, a type of person who is been on many cruises. They are unwilling to help other people. They're willing to jump in and tell other people who are inexperienced how dumb they are, how they're making the wrong choices, how they don't know anything about cruising, how they shouldn't even go cruising, how they've been cruising since the dawn of time. And they elevate themselves in this online world to be somebody that's better than somebody else and unwilling to be anything other than an asshole. Okay? And I don't like it. I don't like that about cruising at all. And it's really sad because cruising should be a thing that brings people together, not to sound like a politician. Cruising should be a thing that brings people together in a common way, in a way where people can go and experience new things, can have a great time with family and friends, can see a different part of the world. Cruising should be that, and there's some people that are so elitist, so snobbish, that they don't want anybody else to come in and rain on their parade. People, I don't want to cruise with that class of people. I don't want to cruise over here because it's so beneath me. There's a day of reckoning coming where everybody will be looked at and everybody will realize that everybody's basically just the same. Some people have done other things and different things, but we all bleed red, right? Right? All right. Sorry for the language. All right, I can't feel my hands anymore. So let's just do number 10. Number 10, tribalism. What do I mean by tribalism? It's simply loving your tribe to the detriment of other tribes. And let's break it down. Here's an easy one. People who love Carnival, and everybody else can kiss their butt, right? They may have never been on another cruise line, but they're the first ones to tell you how the other cruise lines are boring, and I would never go on there based on what I've seen. It's a really kind of shallow thought process. And then the flip side is everybody else who's not a fan of Carnival likes to pull down their pants, and they like to take a big dump on Carnival. It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I've seen... Look, my own cruising community almost devolved over an argument about who's better, Carnival or Royal. It's the dumbest conversation. They're both equally fine. Some people prefer one, some people prefer the other. And to actually dislike somebody because of their preference in cruise line is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. But I see it in cruising. You can go on the internet, you can go see these people in these forums lose their complete minds on somebody over, oh, you said that you didn't like Carnival, so I hate you. Oh, you said that Carnival is the Walmart of cruising. You're a trash person. I don't get it. I don't get it. It does exist in cruising, and it's divisive. I don't think it helps the industry out. I'm all for brand loyalty. I'm all for people being excited about what they're doing, but I don't get it. Are we good? I'm glad I got that off my chest. These are some things I don't like, but I'm just me. And we don't have to like the same things, and you know, that's the way life works. So those are just some likes and dislikes. You can't let it stress you out. I did make a video on stress-free cruising. I'll put it right here. I would say check that out. If you want to see a kinder, gentler approach to cruising, check out the stress-free cruising video. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hit the like button. This is Tony with Lido, Loca. And until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Au revoir. Bye.